the good stats, what confirms that we are in a good direction. But of course, the ranking is not lying.
Stats are shit. The stats are not good, and there's no progress in the stats at all. Like, what are you talking about? Erik Ten Hag back with a bang. We've missed him for 2 weeks, haven't we? God, yeah, have we, Eck? My dear God, Erik Ten Hag, the arrogant man, the obnoxious man, the man who thinks he is untouchable at Manchester United right now, answering questions like he did today in his press conference, like there is nothing going wrong at Manchester United. Some of the stuff that he went into and some of the responses to journalists about his time at Manchester United. Does he feel secure in his job right now? Does he feel like he needed to ask for clarity from the owners about his job because United have made yet their second worst start to a season in a row off the back of their worst finish in a row? All of these normal questions that you would expect to be asked in a press conference when a manager of Manchester United is sitting 14th in the league table. He is knocking back like it's nothing, like he's joking around. One journalist said today, Ten Hag is on top form. He tweeted it out earlier on. Samuel Luckers, Ten Hag on top form, walked into the press conference. Hello everybody, good afternoon. I've missed you all so much. Seriously, he knows what's coming, and he knows he's in a position right now where he can't be touched because there is no one else available. It feels like he is absolutely taking the mick out of all Manchester United fans right now. You may disagree with me, I don't care. Get into the comments and tell me I'm wrong, but he's answering questions in a way where he feels like everything is just going to plan. Some of the comments that he's come out with, we're going to get through some of them now, they are just ridiculous in my opinion. And yes, he has to big himself up and he has to say certain things and try and be positive and spin it all in the right direction. But surely, like the way he's coming across right now and the way he is talking, I mean, you only have to go into what he said and what some of the things are. We'll read through some of them now. Erik Ten Hag on the sack reports, first of all. And did he need to ask the owners for clarity on his position as the manager right now? No. The noise is only coming from the media. Some of you, not all of you, to be fair to him, he said. Creating stories and fairy tales, bringing lies because I know we're on one page at this club. Seriously, Erik, you're going with that? You cannot be serious when it comes to that. I see good things, good patterns and good stats. That confirms we're in a good direction. Are you off your rocker, my friends? Seriously, come on, Erik. But the ranking doesn't lie and where we are isn't good enough. Contradiction, like you're seeing good stats, you're seeing good numbers, enough to say that we're progressing, but the ranking, why did you have to describe the biggest stat of all as ranking or something completely different to what you were actually talking about before in the other stats? The other stats that you're talking about, I don't know what. Is it the 4 clean sheets that you're talking about? I don't know if they're any good, to be honest, because 2 of them clean sheets have dropped 4 points. So really, it's not that good, is it? And then the biggest stat of all, the only important stat that anybody cares about right now is where we are in the table. But that, in terms of ranking, is what he says, is not good enough. And we're not happy about that. We need to improve. Wow. We have to climb a mountain, in reference to a good part of the press conference where he talked about Andy Mitten joining Brian Robson in raising money for the Manchester United Foundation and climbing Mount Kilimanjaro and successfully making it back to actually be part of the press conference. So credit to Andy Mitten in that press conference there today, and credit for Ten Hag for bringing that up for the foundation. That's the one good thing I would take from it. And the injury news that he actually came up with as well, in saying that Mazraoui is actually available for tomorrow, which is a massive turnaround. We knew what was coming with the injuries with Luke Shaw and Mason Mount, not getting excited about them. Amad and Garnacho are all there, but the general theme of this was that Ten Hag walked in there with his shoulders back, his chest high, like there was absolutely nothing wrong with Manchester United right now. And we are in a position where we're going forward and we have to start scoring goals all of a sudden. Now we need to start scoring goals, he said. Like everything else is going well. Forget about the amount of goals that you've conceded. Forget about them 8 goals and the amount of chances United have actually conceded in bigger games. That doesn't matter. We have to start scoring goals right now. I swear to God, if there is one thing worse than what his team are performing like on the pitch right now, it's when he talks and opens his mouth before and after games. Tell you what, he needs a result. After that press conference today, he needs a result big time. He needs to convince a lot of Manchester United fans this weekend with this performance against Brentford. I can't see it coming. I don't see how he's going to get it. But he keeps talking in riddles and rhymes like everybody's supposed to understand him and everyone's supposed to be on the same page as him, as he references constantly. Everyone at the club is on the same page. I don't think so, Erik. I don't think Ineos wanted to be 8 into the bottom half of the table, sat in 14th after 7 games. Off the back of our worst start to a season already, backing that up with the second worst start. You know what I mean? No, we're not all on the same page. People are not there with you. You've not got the full support. He talks like everybody's happy with where we're actually at right now. Like this is okay. An improvement on where this start has got Manchester United. He's probably getting just into the top half of the table, but that's all right because we've got loads of years to get this right, haven't we? Forget about the previous 2. He says we will make a success of it like the previous 2 seasons. Bollocks, Erik. The previous 2 seasons, the first season, yes, you can say that was a success. Champions League football and winning a trophy. But then to disregard that as a overachievement and say that last season was a success because you won the FA Cup, seriously, come on. Like, we're not going to play in the FA Cup until January. You might not even be in a job by the time it comes to actually defending that trophy that you claim to be a success for Manchester United. Not having it, mate. I said, why don't you just go into a press conference, Erik, and actually say that this is not good enough? We're going to do everything that we possibly can to rectify these horrible stats because the stats are shit. The stats are not good and there's no progress in the stats at all. Like, what are you talking about? It is bordering on delusional in what's coming out of his mouth again. And for him to just come in, and I think he's just been set out there to wind me up personally. Like, honestly, I know there's a few people probably watching right now thinking that I'm going over the top and I'm just on this Erik Ten Hag hate train again. But listen to what he's saying and tell me what he's saying makes sense. Tell me that it is convincing you that we are moving forward as a football team. Not a chance in hell. I'm not having it. I'm not convinced. He needs to convince me by putting out performances on the pitch. Right now, I said today, you know what I said today? I said, I'm not even going to listen to this press conference because I know what's coming. And then I was walking around, doing a little bit of shopping, and I seen the quotes come up, and he just absolutely boiled my piss straight up, straight away. I was like, what do you think? Who do you think you're pulling the wool over? Whose eyes do you think you're pulling the wool over here, Erik? We're not going to fall for it. You cannot kid the fans, mate. You cannot kid the Manchester United fans. We are not dropping our standards to this level. We are not accepting where we are right now, and it's a process, and we're all in. And we stick. He said it again. We stick to the plan. What is the plan? Going as low as you can, so you can actually make it look good when we start coming back again and finish mid-table again. No, it's not on. It's simply not on at all. And just get out there on the pitch. Stop talking complete and utter bollocks to everybody, and actually get these players performing. And I'm not having any of this crap that it's the players' fault and everything like that. Not at all. He did touch on injuries and players not being available and not helping. I don't even want to get into that conversation or even let that start circulating again. He's got more than enough players. And the fact that Mazraoui's back as well gives him every single bit of chance there to put his right back four out on that pitch again tomorrow. So let's see what you've got against Brentford. Stop talking crap. Let's start seeing some results on the pitch. This is one arrogant man who thinks he is untouchable right now. Get in the comments below. Let me know how you feel that came across. Did Ten Hag come across as arrogant? Am I completely over the top, overreacting to this again? Or are you like me? You're just fed up of him absolutely spieling and going on with himself constantly about how good we actually are and how we're progressing. It's not there. How can this club accept this? How can they accept this manager talking in this way? He's in there wearing Manchester United uniform, talking like this club is making progress. I don't get it. I don't get it. Explain to me. Drop your comments in below. I'll see you all later on in the live show. Oh, Ten Hag, my God.